Welcome to UFC 4, two new fighters, Giga and Magomed Ankalaev. Today we're looking at the two new characters that year have added. Magomed Ankalaev with a 4-star and Giga with a 4-star as well. You can see the grappling's up for Ankalaev, the grappling's slightly down, but the striking is and the health are both up for Giga right there. Let's take a look at Ankalaev's actual in-stats. He's got crazy legs as a perk, workhorse as a perk, wrestling clinic, laser focus and wake up call. Kind of aimed towards a striking style right there. He likes to throw shots down the middle. So punching speed 93, punching speed 90, power 93, accuracy 94, blocking 92, head movement 92, footwork 94, switch stance 90, takedown defense 94, kick power 93 and kick speed 92. Everything above the 90s there, which is really good. The takedowns are 90, top control 93, bottom control 92, submissions 84, submission defense 89, ground striking 94, clinch striking 93, clinch control 93. So again, a lot of stats above the 90s. The submission and the submission defense is something he keeps away from. It seems like he's very much a control based fighter, likes to kind of take you down and keep you in certain positions rather go for those submissions. And Ankalaev on the feet, you know, he tries to pick people apart, and those stats that he's got on the feet are going to aim towards that as well. Look at the health. We've got cardio 92, chin 92, body 90, legs 89 and recovery 90. Those are the worst stats that he's got so far, because they're all around the 90 range, and legs obviously down a bit, but you need a bit better chin, you need a bit of a better body, you need a bit of a recovery there, and the cardio is 92 as well, which is not the best. Against them top echelon guys, you're not going to have that chance. Let's have a look at his actual movesets. So he's got 3-star boxing and 3-star kickboxing and 2-star Muay Thai combinations. Now, pretty bog standard sort of stats and combinations there. These submissions as well, not great. Nothing really there for us. Ground striking, it looks like he's got decent ground and pound, as you'd expect from a Dagestani international and somebody who's a world Sambo champion, I believe it was. So we're just looking through the different ones. He's got 3-star and 4-star ground reversals and sweeps. It's pretty similar. Takedowns now, 4-star takedowns, again not bad. Certain shots are 2 stars and some are 3, but you know, you're not going to use it that much, to be honest. Yeah, especially if you're Ankalaev, you want to kind of keep it on the feet as much as you possibly can. The clinch looks okay though. The clinch looks like a place that you can do a lot of work. Got a lot of 3 stars and 4 stars there. Looking at his kicks, is very basic. Nothing in there that's kind of, apart from a switch kick, nothing in there that's really fancy. His boxing, he's got an overhand, a spin and back fist, and again, everything else is pretty basic. So Ankalaev is one of those characters that you've got to stick to the fundamentals with. Let's test him out for a second and see how he is, and I'll tell you guys kind of what my type of gameplay and experiences was with Ankalaev as he came out. I do like the character model. Doesn't look exactly like him. Ankalaev's a bit more messy. He likes to be a bit more. He's not as chiseled, if that makes sense, but looks like a great character model. Looks like they put some work into this one. I'm just glad they've added another character. He made his Octagon debut in March 2018 against Paul Craig, I believe it was, and he lost by triangle. He was winning that fight. He's a master of sport in combat sambo, and you know, I think he had roughly around 15 to 16 amateur fights before he came into MMA. This guy's a veteran. When you look at his record and you see, I think it's 16-1 at the moment. He's very much not 16-1 because he's won a lot more fights. And when I was fighting with him, I noticed that going down the middle, the 1 and 2 was fantastic every single time, and his boxing combinations were what really set him apart. It's where I got most of my success when I was fighting with him. Definitely against like the likes of DC and Gustafsson, I was teeing people up with him. So very good. He struggled with his cardio a bit, but overall another fun addition to the light heavyweight division. And now we're going to move on to Giga Daisy, who's obviously in the featherweight division. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to be using him. He's a kickboxing phenom. He's been doing fantastic recently, but he did have a fight against Cater, Calvin Cater, and Cater picked him apart. But he's got crazy legs, carved of wood, fast hands out of the gates, and skirmish, which basically means he likes to sit on the back foot. His strikes consume less stamina during rounds 1 and 2, and most of the other stuff that he has is based on the striking ability. But one interesting one there's carved in wood. Incoming damage is less effective when you have less health than your opponent, so really big one. The punch speed 94, punch power 91, accuracy 93, blocking 89, head movement 94, footwork 96, switch stance 97, really important. Takedown defense 87, kick power 96, and kick speed 97. So his kicks are absolutely devastating. The speed and power of those kicks are fantastic, and you know, the switch stance, that means you can fight from both stances, give your opponent different looks, mix it up in there, and that's going to be really important with Giga. The next is the takedowns at 85, the top control is 86, the bottom control is 87, the submissions 87, submission defense 90, ground striking 92, clinch striking 91, and clinch control 88. The one thing I'm looking at right there is bottom control. You know, that's your ability to control someone on the bottom, and 87 is not the best. Along with, I think it was 89 takedown defense. You're going to get stuck on the bottom quite a bit with Giga if you're not a good ground player already. The clinch work's not great as well, which I'd expect a bit more from a kickboxing master. You know, these guys know the Muay Thai as well, and Giga's no joke in the clinch. He can finish people from there, but they haven't kind of replicated that. The health stats are cardio 89, chin 94, body 91, legs 94, and recovery 93. There's a big problem with that cardio right there. Big problem with that cardio. As you can see right there, the body roundhouse is 5 stars. He has 5-star kickboxing combinations, a 4-star hook and a 4-star kick, roundhouse kick with a haymaker as well. So he's got some good attributes that are going to pay dividends when you're fighting somebody who's good on this game. But is he going to be able to compete with the best people? Now let's have a look at the move list and look at the actual combinations he has. So boxing combinations 2, kickboxing combinations 5-star, Muay Thai combinations 3-star, and traditional combinations 1-star. The traditional combinations are obviously them crazy combinations that you can do, and he's got a few of those, but the kickboxing combinations where he's going to really stand out, because 5-star kickboxing combinations is going to give him about 70 different shots to throw, and he does have a 5-star roundhouse kick to the body, so if you can pick shots with them roundhouse kick to the body as well, you're going to do really well. But it is positive to see a 5-star kickboxing sort of combinations in the arsenal of Giga. That is going to set him apart from the rest of the division. I don't really see the point in looking at all of the other submission ground stuff, because it's going to be terrible, but the body roundhouse kick, the 5-star, that's going to be really effective. The roundhouse kick as well, a 4-star combination, really effective. Kicking game from Giga here. He's going to have some problems with those when you're playing against him, especially with his length. People who've used those sort of kicks are going to be having a good time. Spinning roundhouse as well. He's got a few different kicks up his sleeve right there. Just a note as well, he doesn't actually have elbows, which I noticed. So if you try and do, I know it's crazy this, you try and do like a pullback elbow or anything like that, you can't do it with Giga, which I think is also incredibly important. Quick look at his boxing combination, or his boxing shots. He's got 4-star haymaker, obviously 3-star most stuff, but I believe his straight is also a 4-star, which is going to catch people, and that hook as well, something to look out for if you're Giga right there. And let's see how he plays in the game and some of the experiences I had with him trying him out. So Giga Chikadze, obviously from Georgia, just got beat, was on a massive tear, was getting talks about as a title shot as well. I see him very much as a counter striker, kickboxer, moves a lot, tries to set up his opponent into traps with the movement, and really struggled against Calvin Kattar because of the boxing and the footwork, mainly from Calvin Kattar. But multiple time performance of the night winner, former professional kickboxer, has won 14 career fights. Not the greatest of pieces of information there for Giga, but the guy sets up his punches with his kicks and his kicks with his punches. He's very unorthodox in real life. If he translates to the game or not, who knows, but it looks like he's going to be a problem. And one of the things I really enjoyed was that body kick. Every time you can switch that with a question mark kick as well, which if you move into the side actually comes out really well. But Giga's hands are fantastic. He's got really good boxing, and if you set up your kicks behind it, I felt like I was doing really well every time I did that. But ultimately with Giga, his cardio seems to be an issue. Something that I experienced, the cardio was not the best, and you can kind of gas out. So if you're fighting the Max Holloways and the other characters, you've got to be conservative with your stamina. But 2 new additions, we can't complain. Thank you for watching. As always, it's been a pleasure doing these videos. I appreciate everybody that does come by and hit that like and subscribe button. You know, it helps massively. Thank you for coming along. Bye.